YouTube. It has been about 2 years since I've posted a video, and as you can see, a lot has changed. This right here, is new. It's a little shorter than I had planned, especially this side, but yeah, I got bored of my hair and just decided I was chopping it all off because why the hell not? And as you can see, I've put on weight. So I figured I'd start documenting my journey again. It's been a rough 2 years. I was pregnant with my son, and I ended up being pretty much on modified bed rest and activity restriction from like the first trimester pretty much to the end, except for a tiny little break where they were like, oh, let's do activity, and then like a week later they're like, let's not do activity. So yeah. It has been a bit of a crazy couple of years, and very emotional for me. So I had my pregnancy. That was kind of rough because I had to quit all the stuff I was doing. And then on top of it, I had a very big cyst. Like during the pregnancy, it was the size of a grapefruit. And by the time that I ended up having the cyst on my ovary removed, it was about the size of a Nerf football. So we're like talking big old honkin' cyst that was causing all kinds of hormonal issues, pain issues. So from the time of my pregnancy till about the time that my son was 6 months old out of the womb, I was not being able to be active. And on top of that, when the day I went into labor also happened to be the day that I lost one of my little brothers. He was 22 and died of a heart attack and in his sleep. So that caused a lot of rough times and issues. And my mom and my stepdad, who my stepdad's been in my life forever, they divorced and split up. And it was like they split up. My brother's death, my son's birth like 17 hours later, and everything that had to do with my brother's funeral that was 2,000 miles away, that I couldn't go to. So there was a lot of really big emotional issues that happened in 2014. And end of last month of 2014 was when I had my emergency surgery on my cyst, and they had to remove it because it was causing me horrendous pain because it had ended up twisting. So not only did I have the cyst removal, but I found out that because it had twisted, it strangled one of my ovaries, so I ended up losing my right ovary. So there's been a laundry list of things that we've been going through as a family, and then deciding to move back to Idaho, and did that in November of last year. So yeah, so everything's just kind of snowballed, and there was a lot of issues with postpartum depression and anxiety that I faced, and really between everything emotionally going on in my life, and then physically with gaining weight from the pregnancy, not being able to exercise and not being able to be active after a year and a half of pretty much changing my life. And I literally was at ground one, or step one again. Like I had put on around 90 plus pounds with the pregnancy, and I lost the weight, and then because I couldn't breastfeed, I gained weight, and then because of the stress, and you know how us emotional eaters are, there's stress, lots going on, so you kind of, you binge, you eat the things that you shouldn't be eating. And so between it all, I actually probably got heavier than I was before starting Weight Watchers in 2012. So that was a pretty rough time. I ended up going to counseling, and I did counseling only for about a month because stuff came up and I had to stop going. But I ended up going to counseling this spring. Really had to look at what was going on in my life and forgiving myself for putting on the weight, because a lot of it I couldn't control. Some of it I could have made some healthier decisions instead of when I was stressed and done things that were healthier. But a lot of it was beyond my control, and things that were health related with conditions that I was facing. So now it's July. I started working again. I currently work for Whole Foods, which is partially what inspired this haircut, because I have to wear a hat all day and I'm in a hot kitchen, and I was just like, you know what? I'm sweating, I'm tired, I want my haircut. So I'm working for Whole Foods, where my husband works too, and I'm taking care of my now almost 14-month-old who is into everything and everywhere, and is keeping me on my toes, to say the least. But I'm loving being a mom, and we just moved from being out in the country in Idaho to now we're in downtown Boise, close to work. And we're in a great area close to the Greenbelt, which is an awesome long walking trail along the river. We're near parks, lots to do, just lots of stuff. So I'm really excited to get out there and get to go and experience stuff in the city now. And I am doing Weight Watchers points. I'm not actually following the program. I'm using a different app because I'm cheap and I'm not going to pay $20 a month when there's apps that are free that do the same exact thing. And I'm not focusing as much on my weight to the point where it's not, I mean, it's a priority, but it's not the priority, because my family comes first. So, and I'm trying not to let it consume me, because I'm learning to love myself no matter what size I am, learning to accept myself, that this is me, these are my huge arms that trust me, but I'm going out in sleeveless shirts because it's like 110 degrees half the time, so you know what, I'm not going to sweat my butt off because somebody doesn't like my arms. But yeah, I'm learning not to focus on the opinions of others and focus on loving myself and treating myself right, and getting back into that headspace of deserving that love and deserving to have respect for myself, even if I'm not where I want to be weight-wise again. So yeah, so I'm doing Weight Watchers again, doing it with friends, and it's going good so far. I lost like almost 30 pounds in the last just month alone from work, and I'm in the process of getting a scale because I destroyed my other one. I literally smashed it to hell. So now I'm more focusing on getting a new scale and getting back into only weighing myself once a week for weigh-ins, and getting back into focusing on a healthy lifestyle. And that's a lot easier now because I'm at work. I'm working in the kitchen. I don't want to cook when I'm home, so it's a lot of salad, a lot of fruits, and trying to avoid a lot of processed foods, trying to avoid a lot of sugars. I try to stay away from anything with added sugar in it, and just stick to the natural stuff because that's what works. So yeah, I'll be posting more hopefully, and hopefully be giving updates, and we'll see how I do. So if you're still around, thanks for sticking with me because I've been on a huge hiatus. And if you're new to my channel, hi, how y'all doing? And yeah, we'll see how this goes, and I hope to be seeing y'all more and more, and I hope you're seeing me less and less. So yeah, happy Sunday, and I'm gonna go get ready for work now. So bye y'all.